Yay. It's working. Only on YouTube. This is the only place you could do something like this. You know what I'm saying? Drew a couple things. It's a good time. I'm gonna have people start coming in and, oh hell yeah, what's up? I need help picking out my dang tattoos. So if you could, write one. If you could write one of them in while I disinfect my spoons, that would make things a little bit easier for me to decide where in here I should go. Oh, I need my torch to disinfect. Oh. Disinfection. This is the only way to do it. I can't read your if you're trying to communicate with me through this platform, I can't read your comments from here. But if you go to YouTube, you can pick my next tattoo. Open season for this skin. Whoa, I'm gonna start a fire. I think I just melted my paper. I did. That almost just started a fire. Look at that. Don't do this. Oh my god. Holy shit. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, I don't think I see a fire down there. I just need a little help picking out my next tattoo. There's no way there's germs on these spoons. You know? Nothing wrong with that. Pick my next tattoo. I need help. What should I do? What do I put on my skin? Get over here. Let me know what to tattoo. I need help. Okay, I guess I only get 3 spoons today. So whatever tattoo we pick, it has to fit in 3 colors. But I need you to pick one of these in the comments section. Come on, over there. If you type something in, I'm gonna start tattooing it. That's all you gotta do. You're gonna be surprised at how easy it is. I don't need these spoons. Woo! That's nice. What to do? What to do? I need to know. I'm gonna do all of them eventually, but if you make me pick one, it's not gonna be as fun. You know? But while we're at it, we can pick our spot and stuff. Boop, 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 boop. That's right. Let's see. Are these still sizzling? Has the heat dispersed? Oh, it's sizzling all right. Holy moly. You don't have any decision. What do you... Nobody wants to have a say in what goes in my skin? It's completely up to you as long as it's between these ones. I just need to know where to go with this. I need to know what to do. And then I'll just get started. It'll be so fast. I already got them drawn. Look, I already got these things on there. We got a dang crying cloud, a pigs in a blanket, and a twisted infinity symbol. But I'm gonna have to pick one. Eventually. Thank you. Let's see. I guess I could just start on one and see if maybe I'll get interrupted. I need to pick a spot though. Maybe like they could all fit right there. I need to pick a spot where they can all fit, and then I can get started on prepping it. Comment, let me know which one. I don't know what to tattoo yet. Nobody's given me any sort of hint as to what I should put on my skin, so it's one of these. It has to be, these are the only ones I've prepared. But yeah, I'll find a spot right now, just in case. I'm personally partial to the fire sword, but that's only because I already have the sword ready, and I'm just gonna add fire to it. There's a sword. I guess I could put it somewhere in here. Do the sword. Are you sure, Luke? Because it will be dope. I completely agree. And Luke is a boy name, so I could see why you didn't pick the other ones. But we also have a pig in a blanket, which is a cutie thing. A double infinity symbol for the girls, and then a crying cloud for the sad girls. The fire sword was the only one on the list that is masculine in any way, so I'm not going to say that you're a gender because of that choice, but that choice and your name, I still can't say for sure. I'm not even talking about it right now because that would be wrong. Okay. If I'm doing the sword, and if that's confirmed, then I'm just not even gonna draw it. I'm just gonna start poking randomly around the sword to create flames, because fire is chaotic. Okay, these spoons are incredibly hot. There's got to be a better way to disinfect them than fire. Well, speaking of which, speaking of fire and swords and stuff, this is some water. I'm just going to see if it sizzles. Okay, it's not sizzling, and the water's not steaming, so I think it's done cooling down. I can't imagine that there's hepatitis C in my water, so after touching the spoon with that, I don't feel bad about putting a tattoo. Obviously, we're gonna need yellow. And interrupt me before I actually start on this, while I prep the area. If we're gonna do the fire sword, let me know if I should do an alternative color flame for the sword, because right now I'm going for red, orange, and yellow, but if you want green flames or blue flames or black flames, I need to know that before I start. So I'm gonna start getting the ink out, and then I'll prep the skin, and interrupt me please if you want a different color fire. Orange. See, because we could have this like crazy color fire where it's like blue, like turquoise flames, but that's not real, so it would be like fantasy. Okay. Here's some more red. Black flames would actually be really sick. What if they were... I could do black flames, the outline, and then they would be a little bit less chaotic, because with the red I was just going to blast it. But if they're going to be black, then they need to be shapely. We're going to get rid of those ingredients, because those are no longer necessary. We're just going to start with black. I got a big old black bottle of ink, and we're just going to do the outline of the flames, and then we'll fill it probably with some purples, like Ganondorf style. It'll be like a dark fire sword. I like your style. Thank you so much. Okay, this is going to be... I just got goosebumps. This is going to be way doper than the regular fire sword was going to be, so... And if I was going to do an alternative fire, I was actually thinking about doing a dang blue fire sword or a green fire sword. Black was the last one on my list, so I'm glad that you caught on that one and said it, because that is actually the coolest one. So, let us fill our shit with ink. And then I'm going to disinfect my area and shave it, because there's the... where's the crab? I've got this crab, dang it, and he's got a sword, so I'm gonna put flames around that sword, and it's gonna be sick. So we'll just start with shaving. Oh man, I'm so glad you said the fire sword, because all the other ones were going to be pretty complicated and take some time, but now I can like slow it down, chill out, and just get some fire on this arm. And then it won't be a crab with a sword anymore. It'll be like a dark demon crab with a spirit sword. Too cool. Okay. We're gonna use... we're gonna use a tiny, tiny needle for the outline, just because I want room. When I'm doing things, especially freehand, I like a little wiggle room in my dang shapes, because I mess up a lot. So I'll be using this dang one-liner needle. See, look, you can tell what size needle it is. You can tell what size needle it is if you look at the dang... How do I show you? Like it actually matters or something. See how it says 1201 RL? That's one needle for lines. It wouldn't be any different if it was a one shader, but there's like 3 RS, and that's like for shading. But then there's a 3 RL, and it's like a thick line. Not that it matters, but we have fun pretending that it does. Okay, I have my single-use needle. Don't tell anybody that I'm using needles right now. I'm using... This is a noodle over here, so don't even think about it. And we're gonna disinfect and put some lube on it. Do 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 boom boom. Rubbed. That's rubbing alcohol. It's not the best thing for disinfecting, but it works. I'm not gonna burn my skin with a dang torch just to get the hepatitis off it. And then we've got some petroleum jelly. Okay, we're gonna pop this needle open and get to it. That's not the one. I'll figure out these buttons eventually. I'll figure it out. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Flames, 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 flames. I know I said I was like excited to do this freehand, but it might get a little awkward. But we're just gonna go for it. I'm nervous it's just gonna end up looking like like a weird wavy Christmas tree. Okay, see that? A little line coming off it. Maybe some zoom would be nice. Remind me to put a zoom feature on my OBS, please. I need a zoom button. Thank you. My Siri's dope. This is a good camera angle, right? Yeah. You're welcome. How personal is this? Okay. A little flame lick. That is. I really want to get this right on the first try so I don't have to try to do it again after. Luckily, it's just a fake sword, so it does not really matter. Plus, having any dang fire on a sword, or even if it's just energy, what if it's just an energy sword? And it's not a fire sword at all. But the energy is just radiating chaotically and licking out, lashing out like fire does. It doesn't have to be anatomically correct black fire. That wouldn't even make sense. So yeah, maybe it will just look like a weird wavy Christmas tree. I don't know. Is purple the right way to go on the inside of the black? I have a feeling I might not actually be looking at this the right way. What would be a good energy to be radiating within the black, gray, smoky charcoal flames? Rainbow? That'd be too hard. Usually it's purple with like Ganondorf and stuff, like I said earlier, but I'm trying to repeat in case anybody came in later and still wants to know how cool I am. Yellow, purple on the inside. Yeah, it'll be cool. Classic. This is instantly turning this crab into a bad guy, like he's evil now. If it was like a white flame with blue, he'd be a good guy crab. And he's got that little bee friend, that little bumblebee. I'm allergic to bees. This crab's bad. But I love crab, it's so tasty. Okay, I think I can pull this flames off. It's gonna look very cartoonish and very, like, notebook kind of. It's gonna look like this is what I drew on my math homework, but that's kind of my style, in case you can't tell already. So I have a feeling I'm going to like it. Yeah, the villains are always the best characters with the best plot points. All the best movies are like the elaboration of a villain and making them like relatable. They're so fun. I always play as like Bowser. I play as Bowser and Ganondorf on Smash Bros. That's why I keep saying Ganondorf, is because I think it makes me cool to know that reference. But there's a bunch of other purple energies out there. Very evil, dark energy. It's nice. It's also very relatable because we all have dark energy on the inside. There's just no getting around it. And when you see a villain in a movie and you understand where they come from, you can like put yourself there and you're like, wow, that would be me if I was put under the right pressures. So yeah, good point. And bees make honey, so maybe I'm vilifying the wrong characters on my tattoo sleeve. You know, I eat local honey and then I don't get allergies so much throughout the year, and then I sit here and blame bees in case they sting me, which they never do unless I'm aggressing on them first. I should respect them a little bit more, and their property. Ooh, almost spilled my dang ink. That was dangerous. What's the best villains? Luke, you've got one in mind. And then if anybody else has a villain, or if anybody knows any other purple characters that I'm not thinking of that are dark, because all I can think of is that G word I'm not going to say again. I just realized Ganondorf is totally a male feminist. What a dork. What a big, dark dork. I love when you find out, inevitably, that villains are weak on the inside. Did my voice just crack when I said weak? That was awkward. But, like, always, eventually, it'll show. Evil is weakness. So even if the bad guys are always cool, they always eventually crack, the way that heroes hold up. A good, solid, light-bearing, ooh, the Joker is classic. And he's purple. Good point. But again, Batman beats him pretty much every time. So, and even Batman's a little dark, but he's just got that little bit of light that gives him that edge. One of my favorite comedians, stand-up comedians, Big J. Okerson, got tattoos of ha 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 in like creepy font before he knew that that was a Joker tattoo. And then everybody like was just giving him so much shit for the longest time about his ha 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 tattoos because he thought he was being edgy and just putting like dark, scary laughing because he's a comedian. But then it turned out to be the dorkiest tattoo you could get. So funny. But he stands by it because he's a man who's, you know, when you're a good man, you stand by what you say and do. It's the only way to keep it real, literally. Okay. We've got a dang, tattoo. And we're gonna wipe it now. And then we'll see how much of that black ink is left, and then we can fill it in with some purple. Sick. So we don't just want purple, because then it's purple flames with a black outline. So when we're doing this, I'm gonna have to go like, I need to put more black in there so that they're definitely black flames. So what I'm really gonna do, actually, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be sick. So I'm gonna put a couple spots of purple in the sword, and then I'm gonna color around those spots completely in black, and then I'll put some purple sparks coming off of it. Black flames with, and then the purple is just like the kind of like the yellow, like how flame fire is like orange with yellow. Those will be black fire, and it's got like the purple stuff in there. So this is gonna be sick. So we just get the purple. Oh, shit. I forgot how much I hate making purple. Okay. Which spoon did I? Yes. All right. Okay. So I gotta make some purple. So we're gonna need red and blue, and then some white is typically what ends up happening is I have to end up adding a lot of white to the red and blue, and I need to make sure there's way more red than blue, because that blue always comes through a lot more than the red for some reason. So I'm just going to put one drop of blue in there. One tiny drop of blue. And then we're going to splash a bunch of white in there. There we go. And then I'll get another needle to stir it. Woo-wee! There we go. Hey, I'm getting better at making purple. It's all about that very little blue. I think I put too much white in this time, because this is coming out a little pink. I think I will need actually a little bit more blue, in fact. You know what? Now I'm pissed. Purple, purple, purple. There we go. That's sick. Oh, that's gonna be good. All of my tattoos are stick and pokes. Yeah, I gave them all to myself on this journey. And I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm just gonna probably do it my whole life. I'll just cover my whole body in stick and pokes. That's purple as hell. Alright. So now we just need to put some purple on my skin, where the black is going to fill in around. Oh, this is going to be sick. Oh man, this purple might be too light. I guess we're gonna find out together. No, that'll come through. That'll be purple. This'll be cool. There we go. Gotta fill it up. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Oh yeah. This is gonna be crazy when it's all done. People are gonna be like, whoa, I'm blinded by how cool that is. Aw, thanks, Lenner. I love your comment on my art. That's the best thing I've read since the last guy. He was saying some really good stuff too, so Lenner, if you have any and this goes for you too, Luke, just because you helped me design this one, the credit for this fire sword, Luke, is going to go to TikTok someone else. So if either of you guys have any tattoo ideas that you want me to look in, that you want me to do later, let me know over there. But let me know who you are, maybe even somehow. We'll have to figure something out, but yeah, I'm always looking for new ideas. Got a lot of skin. A lot of skin in the game. Wink. Eventually, I gotta start, dang. I want to stream some games this week too, because that's more fun than this. No offense. Oh, that's fair. You know what? Honestly, I gotta be honest with you, Leonard. I might not like it, but you should still tell me. Because it's the season of, because that's what we do here. I just want to make sure I can, let me know what it is, or maybe we can negotiate even. No reason we can't do something in between your idea and my idea. And then I'll still pretend it was all your idea. Sick. A little cherry blossom. Oh my god, why wouldn't I like that? That's adorable. Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna do that this week. Yeah. Yeah. Luke agrees. That's awesome. I'm literally into that. I'm that kind of guy. I'm gonna do that. You better comment that on one of my recent TikToks, the cherry blossom, and then I'll pin it so that I can access it easy. I'll do a brown branch with some pink little leaves. It'll be great. That'll be great. Dang. Oh, I'm so glad you told me. Okay, let's wipe this dang purple off, and then we'll see how much black we need to add. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I kind of assumed that anybody's idea I'll pretty much like. I mean, not in a derogatory way, but just if you like if you like my art, you know, and then you like something else, we'll probably have that in common. Like, naturally, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna put some black on. I never know where to put this dang thing, because I'm always moving around so much. Okay, the purple's showing, and it's gonna be real ominous when I start surrounding it with black, because it looks really lighthearted right now, but I know that when it's done, it's gonna be very, like, creepy. And the purple is going to be like, why are you trying to trick me into thinking you're nice? Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's fill this in with some dark energy. Is that gonna work? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay. This is gonna work. And it's gonna work even better than I thought, I think. Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make my life easier. Okie dokie, I'll try to go slow. Boo doo boo. Oh boy. Yep. That's black. Who said I was racist? There's no evidence of that. Just kidding, there's a lot of evidence of that. It's all on my podcast. The Anarchist podcast on Spotify. But I can say whatever I want there because nobody listens to it. And you shouldn't either, because it's incredibly offensive. The Anarchist podcast on Spotify. Do not listen. Unless you want your mind blown. Boop, boop, boo. How do I make sure that this works the right way? I really hope this comes through the way I'm trying to make it. Nice. It'll work. The black flames are even going to stand out a little bit more because the sword is brown. I made it brown last week for whatever reason. Oh, because I was out of black ink. So that's going to make this black like stand out even more. Just because it's like, it'll be darker than the other dark thing near it. Which is nice. For me at least. I like it. This is how I like my art. It's very personal. It's subjective. Okay, I hope I'm not effing this up, but I think it's coming out cool. Okay, that's all of it. Now let's see where we are at. Okay. It's definitely sick, but it needs some more love. That's all. We're going to go over it a couple more times to make it very clear that this is the darkest sword on my arm. It's the only way. It's the only way to make sure. You should be on YouTube. What are you doing? I don't know what they're doing over there. Doo doo boo boo boo. Alright. Continuing to fill in the flames. Hell yeah. It's gonna work. You may not see it yet, but it's coming through just fine for where we're at right now. Fire is just a very strange image to capture. But I think we can do it. Cool. It's gonna work. Come on, fire. Be fire. Um, 54, I think. I think 53. The most recent ones, well, all of them, the audio quality is pretty rough. But it'll get better. It's just fun to talk to people and say wacky stuff. And then, like, argue about politics, but then act like you weren't trying to argue, you were just messing around the whole time. It's fun. It's fun to just mess with people. Getting hungry. How long is this We still got time. It's such an easy one, I better dang finish it here and do it right. Or else, you know, who am I fooling? That's nice. And there we go. Okay, nice. Let's wipe it. It's as cartoony as I expected it to be. I think I only have to go over it one more time for it to meet expectations, and then I'll throw some sparks out from the sides. I think I'm actually going to go over the blade with black to make it stand out, because the flames are really overpowering the blade right now, and it's supposed to be a fire sword. You can't really tell what's under the fire. You know what? I think I should leave it, because eventually this newer tattoo will fade like that brown one did, and then it'll match. So we're actually going to leave it, and I'm just going to do one more round of black to surround all those little purple spots. Yeah, and then we'll throw some embers out all the directions, and we'll be good to go. Let's see. I started my tattoos like 5 years ago, and I didn't do them all the time at first, but just been practicing. The first one I did was this one. This is a stick and poke, and it took, let's see, I wonder how many hours that took. How do I show you all of it? But yeah, that one probably took like 50 hours. Let's say that one took 40 hours. And that's my favorite one. And nobody gets to see it because it's on my leg. And everybody always sees these ones, and they have like a little bit more detail than a pirate flag would, but I like the pirate flag better because it's like, it just took so long. So I like to show it off whenever I can. Alright, needle. Do your job. Do your best. There we go. That's some word. Oh, you're the best. I appreciate you for recognizing. Well, in that case, you're cool. You just got cooler. Nice. Let's see. Unfinished. They're all sort of unfinished. Oh, there's an unfinished one on my girlfriend's leg. I did a rocket cat, but I have to color it in still. So, but actually every time I tattoo her, it's unfinished because she just gets distracted and doesn't like getting poked with needles anymore, so she just steps aside and and we never get back to it. So she's got all these little spots where it's like, is that supposed to be a bat? Maybe, but nobody got to finish it. I'm trying to think. All of my tattoos need to be like done over again because they're all like freaking old and they're stick and poke, so they do fade actually more than you'd like them to. But since it's a stick and poke, you can just use a needle anytime you want and poke over your old tattoos and refresh them. You remember what ink you used, or you use a new ink and it's like blends the colors. It's fun. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna color in this squirrel. Ah. That one. That one's technically unfinished because I'm gonna color it in someday. But it's like kind of done because it looks like a squirrel. Oh, and then this tattoo that I'm working on right now is also completely unfinished. There's this one too. Oof. I have to do that. I have to touch that one up the most because it's super faded. But I like having those are like my two favorite tattoos. But you can't tell anybody about the American flag one because they'll think I'm a Nazi. So I have to keep that one under wraps. And it's upside down on my leg, so I tell people it's because I'm against America, but it's really because I want to look at it the right way up. Again, don't tell anybody, and if you're against that, I'm really sorry. I like the idea of America. I know that was not asked, so I'll stop talking about it, but... Okay, let's wipe this one and see where else we have to do. Because it's more. I know that. YouTube. Okay. That is more flames, but I still want more. Does that make me greedy? No. I'm not even a perfectionist. I just... Luke, buddy. Don't you know what people think these days about Dang? About shooting Annie? Where does this go? About patriots. Don't you know? Americans don't like people who like America anymore. Americans want somebody who hates America. And if you love freedom or, that's pretty much it. That's like the number one thing. Peace and freedom. If you're for those two things, a lot of people call you a Nazi these days. I'm not going to say how I feel about it. I'm not even going to say whether or not I like peace and freedom. But if you don't, you're fucking pretty stupid if you don't know why peace and freedom are important. But yeah, people, I live in Portland, Oregon, and it is the kind of place where the slightest lean away from social justice warrior extreme instantly puts you in the camp of white supremacists. So I'm very familiar with the gazes that you get when you wear an American flag shirt from fucking pink-haired dorks. Sorry if you have pink hair. I had blue hair for a minute. So I get it. I get wanting to express yourself. I completely agree. And I'm glad you do too, Luke. We are a very similar type of person then. Which is most people. Most people are a lot like us. But it's the loud, annoying ones who get to make all the decisions, and they don't like people who think reasonably like we do. They don't like people who ask questions like you are. You shouldn't be asking those questions. You should just accept what people tell you. That's what they would say. But since you don't follow those rules, I'm glad you're here, and when I create an actual tribe, I will invite you in first, because you're dope. Word. That's good. I mean, people still do American flag stuff. I mean, they're around. Yeah, fair enough, Linda. But you can always finish the ones you didn't finish before. You can always come back to them. That's fun, too. People do wave the American flag here. I'm not saying that it's, like, actually a widespread feeling. It's just there is a group of people who goes around yelling at people who like American flags. Oh, really? Your flag is? In England? Please tell me that I'm reading that right. Is the English flag seen as racist? Or no? Are you saying that that's how... Yeah, you were saying that that's how we... when we... Yeah, okay. I'm catching up. I was gonna say, because it would have contradicted. But yes, exactly. It's just like, it's like frowned upon. Unless you go to like small towns. It's just in the big cities where people are like, hey. Oh, okay. How about that? Well, I just learned something today, thank you. I love learning things, especially about other countries. Because I don't watch the BBC, so how would I know anything like that? I pretty much only watch Joe Rogan. That's it. Why would I watch anything else? He's got all the facts. What's the EDL? Is it a league are they racist? Or is it like or is that like your guys' KKK? I am so sweaty right now. Look at my sweat stains. You can see them. Look at that. I'm just a sweaty dude. Ah! Dropping stuff. Let's see. I think we got it. I think we got enough black on this to count as flames. And then if I put some little sparks coming off of it in black and purple, I think it'll be sick. So let's do that. I mean, yes, again, if you're still here, Linda, it really does take forever. Because I've been on here for an hour now, and all I've been able to get is these dang flames around the sword. Not even the crab. How do I show just the... Oh, come on now. Just the flames. Not the crab. Not the sword even. It took an hour to just get those on, so... Oh, it is your KKK. Oh, you are teaching me so much. The English Defense League. They sound racist. So they're like, so those are the people who are like, we need to keep England white, right? England was originally white, so stop. Whatever. Oh. Because you guys got those Middle East immigrants. That's where you, it's like, that's, so it's like the KKK is to Mexicans, is how the EDL is to those Indian, Pakistani. Not black people? You guys are cool with black people, huh? You guys are allowed to say the N-word, aren't you? Oh. If you say the N-word, nobody even really cares there, huh? I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I forgot about that. That's a good reason to live in England. Okay, word. That's a good distinction to make because you're not allowed to say it, but it's like not as big. See, in America, if you say the N-word, people are allowed to kick your ass. Like it's not even questioned. When people get their asses kicked in America, the first question everybody asked is, "Well, did he say the N-word?" Literally, that's the first question everybody asks. Because that's like the only justification to start a fight is if somebody calls you an N-word. But you guys are like, dude, we don't even know what that means here. You guys don't even really know what it means. You just heard it on TV and you were like, oh, that sounds cool. Or in rap videos, you heard it in rap songs, but then you also heard on BuzzFeed, I'm guessing, that you're not allowed to say it. That's where you found out. But you heard it first in rap songs and you were like, whoa. I feel that. Linda, if you're still here, I've got, I was recommended a cherry blossom tattoo that I'm going to do. If you have any ideas that you'd like me to tattoo, I would love to. I would be honored. Really? You guys make that distinction too? That just gave me goosebumps. That is a very polite way to handle it. So if you are black with an English accent, you're not even allowed to say it? Because it sounds wrong coming from an English accent, right? It sounds, because if you were, never mind. I'm not going to get too far into, I'm not allowed to really say why certain things are the way they are. I'm just supposed to learn, which I'm open to. Leonard, look, it's coming along, dog. Fire sword, black fire sword. We just learned, Leonard, I don't know if you're from, where are you from, dog? Are you in like Australia or something? Oh, did you see it on an American video or something? Saying English people need to check their privilege? Yeah, I'm excited about it. Thanks for saying that. It's a little bold right now because it's fresh, but once it fades just a little bit, it'll blend in with the rest of the tattoo, and then it will be even doper. But yeah, Leonard, we just found out that you can get away with saying the N-word in England. Oh, yeah, if anybody knows that, it would be a black English guy. Oh, man. What a noble thing to do. To give up that privilege. Yeah, I asked, are you in like Australia or something, Leonard? If you just had dinner, where the hell are you? Unless you're on night shift in Wisconsin. That's possible too, I'm sure. Germany, cool. I had a friend that lived there for a while. He actually made the intro for my podcast, the music. Oh, I bet there's probably some places where it's more and less accepted. Hey, Germany and England are on the same continent. Haha, pretty crazy, right? How about that? That's cool. I like having you guys here. This is nice. Don't forget about me after the stream's over. Make sure you stay on board, because this is gonna get... Guys, this is like a little secret for you, and then if anybody's fucking trying to listen in on it on TikTok, then they'll hear it too. But I'm gonna build up a little infrastructure for all us tattoo people, for anybody who is down to give themselves a stick and poke, then they can like be a crew member, and we're gonna have like a tribe. So, and you'll reap benefits from it by knowing other people who are into this craft. We'll make a lot of connections and friends between us all. And since you guys are here early, you can. It sounds a little stupid to say, but like, it's gonna get good, guys. It's gonna get big. And since you guys are here right now, there's gonna be some benefits involved. So just stick around, and it's gonna. I'm not gonna spoil too much. Linda, let's take a look at this arm and see what color we are missing on it, because I have used every single color. I know that for sure. But okay. We got all that. And then it just continues. I have a lot of blue, so I'm trying to slow down on the blue. That's why I put green and orange back here. I'm gonna have to touch this one up too, my pipe wrench. That one's super cool. But I think it's pretty well balanced to this point. Except for I need to like still slow down on the blue for a second. Thank you so much, Leonard. Luke, when you do, okay, so part of my plan is, and this goes for everybody watching, next time you give yourself a stick and poke, make a video of it. That's all I need you to just take a video of you poking it and then wiping it, and then have that ready, and I'll maybe even just send it to me on TikTok or something, so I know that like we have this set, and then we're gonna do a thing where it's like, you'll have like the number of stick and pokes that you've given yourself is like a ranking, and then we'll verify them, and you'll be like admin and stuff. It'll be really fun. Leo, cool. I keep reading the whole thing. But anyways, definitely keep in touch, and if you give yourself a stick and poke, record it and send it to me so that I can like it'll be like making you a knight of the crew, if that makes sense. It'll be like an honored like mention or something. It'll be a whole thing. But anyways, yes. I love that you are into it, and I love Linda, yellow, a pineapple. Yeah, you just nailed it. You just hella nailed it. I am low on yellow. I have that little yellow guy, but it's pretty weak. That's a great point. That is a really good point. So, do me a big, if you may, and if you don't do it, I'll figure out a way. I'll do it anyways because that's super easy. Pineapple's like sick idea. Can you comment that on one of my like recent TikToks so I have it easy to reply to on there? Because that's where I do most of the actual reveals. I just do the tattooing on here and then I do like the actual pieces. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to the dang business of making this fire sword a thing. It is coming along real nice though. So I guess we're gonna do a dang a shootin' Annie purple sparks. We need to get some purple sparks coming off this thing now. So Leo, should I use one? Okay, Alparsian. I'm really sorry about how I said that. I'm sure there's a nicer way to say it that sounds like a song. I'm sure you actually have a beautiful name, but when it comes to 3-liners and 1-liner needles, it depends on how big of a piece you're doing. Because if it's a big piece, you want thick lines so you can see it. But if it's a little piece, you need thin lines. But also, you can use both, because if you're doing the outline and then you do little lines on the inside, then those ones aren't as bold, but they can still show detail. All needles are useful. Every single one in the collection of sizes is useful for a different piece of a tattoo. I have a couple tattoos. I wish I could identify it right now, but I can't. Where I've used like every single different size of like lined needles just for the different types of details in it that the lines are representing, so that it's like thicker lines and thinner lines. It's fun. Anyways, great question. I personally really like 1 RL needles just because you get really dainty lines, and if you get a straight line with a 1 RL, it's like looks really sweet. Oh shit. Yeah, that sounds if the head of the KKK was the mayor of my town, I would protest him and have him put in jail. So I could see why. Oh, so you're from a small town, Luke? I grew up in a small town, so I feel that. A very small town. And I like small towns. So there's that too. I already put lube on it, dang it. Alp. Ooh, cool. Yeah, word up. Alp. That's cool. Do you tattoo yourself? Do you do poking? Do you do hand poke tattoos? Did you hear my message about making a video of it and sending it to me so you can be verified a knight of stick and pokes? Alp. And everybody else, make sure to do that. Don't want to miss your chance to be on the team early. Linda! You know what? Fair enough. I will make a fake profile with your name on it, and then I will comment it on I'll do the thing, and then you just don't even worry about it. But when I do the pineapple, I'll make sure to stream or make a YouTube video of it so that you can enjoy it just as much as everybody else. But thank you for the idea. And you do not need to make it. Don't even just cross off anything I've said about TikTok. I got you. But I will use your profile picture and your name to make a TikTok, and then I'm going to start using it to scam people out of their money. So don't get mad at me. Oh, shit, son. No, that's not a small town. Maybe just remote. Okay. Yes, Leo, thank you so much because I was going to ask but I didn't want to seem like a dork who doesn't know how to do groups. But yes, is that the right one to do it on? Should we do it on Telegram? Or is there a better place to do it that I've never heard of? Because I've heard of Telegram, I've heard of Discord, I've heard of some things. But yeah, I would love to find somewhere where we can all chat. Because I can't really talk to people on TikTok. It doesn't, there's a lot of assholes on there. I just want to hang out with you guys. Telegram group. Very interesting. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Linda. And then Alp. Yeah. That's basically the whole thing with Stick and Pokes is just the constant like, well, it takes so long and I have so many more important things to do. Ha! That is funny, Luke. What did you do on there? Were you harassing a girl on Discord, Luke? Because they'll report you faster than anybody. Telegram. Telegram is what I've heard. That is what I heard the most recently, but I never knew how to do a group of it. I'm using the one for the purple is a 3LR, and the one that I used for the actual flames is a 1LR. It's okay to shade with liner needles because the dots are just closer together. So as long as you're spreading it around, it's going to do the same thing as when you poke the whole thing with a shader needle. So when you need tight crevices filled, you just poke them a bunch with a line needle and it's like, it's all fine. I would hate the place where we hang out to be dependent on some big corporation, though. I would hate to like make a big group and to have a big fun place where we can all hang out and talk, but then for it to get banned. Oh. Whoa. Okay, Luke. Yeah, dog. That's sick. Wow. But your mom is a bitch. Sorry I said that. It might not be true, but I'm an anarchist too, Luke. Luke. We're both anarchists. Leo, Linda. Are you guys anarchists? No, it's not. It actually is the government is what's as bad as people don't make it seem. It's the reason that there is chaos in the world is primarily the government, and everybody wants the government to protect us from the chaos, and it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm all on. You and me, you get it now. I knew you were cool, Luke. Damn it. Alp, tell me you hate the government. Tell me you hate the state, Alp. Linda, tell me you voted for nobody. I don't care who you voted for. Cut. That's just my style. I'm just anarchic. But yeah, so whatever our group is, where we're chatting, is going to be a somewhat anarchist type group. It'll just be named. It won't have that in the title. But I can't have platforms banning the group because, yeah, word. Voting's stupid anyways. Oh, you were in a bad group then. Yeah, Luke. You have the right idea, but that is a bad group. That's fun, though. That is fun. I can agree that that's like an entertaining place to be. You're hardcore. Oh my gosh, you're scary. Yeah, that is definitely terrorism. Like, by definition, that's what you use for terrorism. Is meth and bombs, in my experience at least. But yeah, I just need a place that I know won't get taken down when people say too many offensive things on it, because that's my style of humor. I'm a very I like making offensive jokes. So I do have it, but I've never used it. Is it easy and fun? If Discord is easy and fun, then I'll make it on there, because I plan on doing some gaming too, and I know that that's... No, of course they weren't the main focus. Some weirdo just wanted to share. Yeah, just anarchy theory. Just theory of being your own ruler. It's easy. You just do what you want and don't hurt anybody. That's the number one thing. That's why the bombs aren't the way I like to do it. Is because that's how you get a trigger. That's how you trigger the beast. Bombs, making bombs is how you get the government to smack down on you. Okay, I'm gonna put some more purple on it. Ah. Well, cool. You know what, Alp? I appreciate the heck out of that. He said he's not pro-state, but he doesn't know enough about anarchism to count himself as one. Or themselves. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Could be in anybody. But yeah, that's fair. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a way for the government to run things that would work. Oh. Music. Trip so blunted! Yeah, what up, playa? You're catching in on the end hang of this. We just found out we have a lot of anarchists in the group. Trip. Music is a form of anarchy. I mean, everything is anarchy except the government. That's the thing, you know? Stick and pokes are anarchy. Video games are anarchy. And the Joker, very much so. But Batman is anarchy too, because he only hurts people who hurt others. So if anything, the Joker is a little boop boop, a little too crazy for... He's like the bad side of anarchy. He's like that dangerous side. But Batman is anarchy. He doesn't call cops. Batman doesn't call the cops. He just goes and takes care of it, and he doesn't kill them either. He finds the bad guys, the ones who have done harm, and deals with them without calling the cops. That's anarchy. But yeah, technically so is the Joker. It's not a part I agree with. Luke, you scare me. Luke, I worry about you. But you seem like the right kind of guy to have around. Yeah. Oh, Linda from Sweden. I love Sweden. Sweden is higher on the freedom index than America. Sweden is technically a freer country than about any other country in the world. Not to say that they're anarchic, but this government in Sweden, from what I know, doesn't play as much of a role as, even though everything's paid for through them, it doesn't intervene as much as American governments do. Yeah, exactly. Humor, teasing the government, making pranks are fun as long as nobody gets hurt. Again, I don't like when people get hurt. That's cool, Linda. I appreciate that. I also don't have any power to change anything. That's why I'm just doing a fucking YouTube channel. But yeah, Sweden's dope. When I make enough money, I'll likely move to Sweden, or I don't know. Is Sweden the same country as Switzerland, or am I retarded? Okay. I think we about got where we're at with this thing. I think I might put a little bit more black inside, because the flames are starting to look a little not filled in enough. But yeah, I don't think any of us really have the power to change anything. Which I know is not the topic of this podcast, but... Podcast? What the fuck am I doing? It's not the topic of this stream. The topic of this stream is tattoos. But... I really... A big part of why I'm doing this stream is because we can't really do anything good. Good luck. Dude, I commend you for having a gun and just going for it. Or a machine, sorry, not a gun. Guns are for shooting. A tattoo machine and just like going for it on yourself. See, because with stick and pokes, each poke I can like prepare for it. But if you're tattooing yourself with a dang machine, that seems like it would just be like so painful and numbing, and like that buzzing and the burning and all that. It's just like, that would be so stressful. Doing stick and pokes is like acupuncture. It's relaxing. You know? Cool flames. Cool black flames. Need to really make sure that I get the outline of this sword now, because I need it to be a clear distinction between the swords and the flame. Uh-oh, it's starting to bleed. Okay, we're coming around on this. Yeah, I could guess that if you were using a machine on yourself, it wouldn't be so bad. Due to the same thing with this, where you just get used to it. I do see what you mean, Luke. I agree that you can get famous, but she didn't actually change anything, if you know what I mean. You know, she just got rich and famous, which is what I'm trying to do too. And hopefully I'll be able to, and then I can spread the word of anarchy, but it's not like she actually changed anything. She was just used as a puppet to parade around the country and the world to shame people for having realistic views. She's a child. She is still trying, and we should all try. Don't let it ever be mistaken that I think that somehow you shouldn't try. We all gotta spread good words. We all gotta find things we care about, and we all gotta contribute to the world somehow. But you can't do it through political change. Political change doesn't actually solve any problems. It just creates more problems. As an anarchist, you know what I'm saying, dog. That's why we just make fun videos and screw around on the internet, but then sneak in little messages about reality to wake people up as much as we can, but without being too disturbing. But yeah, no, I hear you. I love Greta's style. She went around the world and really made a name for herself and spread important information from her perspective. Ah, Leo gets it. Hell yeah. Anybody who's into stick and pokes has got to be at least sympathetic to being anarchist. At least that's my theory. That's just my theory. Laws is a strong word. Okay, because there needs to be rules. You know, you can't hurt people. But the point of anarchy is that nobody is above the law. Because in a political system, the people who operate the system, the politicians, the bankers, those people are above the law. So in anarchy, you have laws still, but when police oppress you, they get in trouble. So, you know, Ah, whore for queer core. Sick. No, it's like legitimate though. You can't have people, I mean, like you need security officers, obviously. But if those people abuse their power the way that they're prone to when they're in a political system, they need to be punished. And if they're being punished, then they're not above the political system. And that's how anarchy works in a nutshell. But I know it's like very complicated and people like to nitpick. There's a lot of nitpicking. I'm sure Whore for Queercore you probably disagree with a lot of my anarchic views, but we would come to the same conclusion, which is what I like about Stick and Pokes. Not that that sentence made any sense. Aww. Yes, Linda, you do. And I really appreciate that. And Luke, it's tricky to find places with no laws. But where it has existed, where you have places where they take care of security for themselves, they don't have it forced upon them, and people make decisions for their own people instead of having decisions made for them, yes, it's more peaceful. And peace is a good thing. We like peace. Peace. Yes, that's the stuff. That's the stuff we like. Bah, Luke! Now everybody's gonna hear me say the N-word out loud on your speakers. Here, let's get Luke a message. Lots of love, Luke. Sorry you are now a deaf person. Ha ha. Well, honestly, you picked a good time to die, Luke, because this thing, I think, is done. You know, no offense to the people who just got here, but we are gonna wrap this thing up. Does anybody have any thoughts they'd like me to express to the place? Luke, then you know what's going on. Anarchy for all. Keep your tattoos clean. It's a fire sword, right? Isn't that basically a fire sword? I would say so. So I'm gonna do a pineapple for Linda on next Tat Tuesday. Linda, tune in on Tuesday if you wanna see your pineapple dreams come to fruition. That way I don't have to do that one for TikTok. Cherry Blossom. Cherry Blossom I will do soon. Maybe Friday. But that'll be on TikTok. That won't be... I'll make a video of it, or I'll involve it in a video. But otherwise... Guys, this was so nice. It was really nice to meet you. You all. Remember to make a video if you ever tattoo yourself. That way you can send it to me, so we know how cool you are. And, I think I'm going to turn this off, like, right now, but I really appreciate you. And I hope to see your name again. And when streaming with people gets easier, we'll do tattoo sessions. And, anyways, I always have a really hard time. Hell yes. Cool. Have a good one, guys. I'm going to now turn